Hey, Scott from MyGrowthRings.com. Here is in the future home of my shop, and this is the follow-up video to the video on the 20-volt Worx tools, video of which you probably didn't even watch because it has so far been the worst watched video I've ever published. And I get it. You know, if you're new to this channel is mostly dedicated to shopsmith tools. And Worx cordless tools are certainly not shopsmith tools. But I gotta have a way to share some of these things that you might consider passion projects. So who knows, maybe I should start a different channel and go that route. But I did receive an interesting comment from Drew from the Baker's Wood Shop. And he was commenting upon the fact that what's held him back from battery-powered tools is the fear that he'll be midway through a project only to run out of power and not have a backup. So what I'd like to talk with you about is maybe a solution to that. First, let's talk about retail arbitrage. You've probably seen people on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist where they're selling what appears to be new tools for a tremendous price. And how is that happening? Well, many of these folks have picked up these tools at a sale. They stumbled across a pallet of tools at Lowe's or Home Depot or somewhere where they're deeply discounted, and they snatch them up and they offer them for sale on eBay, Craigslist, etc. Now, some of the groups I'm a part of get really upset when people do that because to them it seems unfair, but it is the way it is. How can you make that work to your benefit? Well, in my case, because I do like the Worx tools, I'm constantly looking on Craigslist and Facebook, even when I travel, to see if people are selling off tools that have batteries. So an example of that would be this dual drill. I wasn't in the market for this drill, but I was in the market for some spare batteries. And I found this drill on Craigslist, I think, with 2 batteries and a charger for less than I could buy the batteries. So I picked it up and hey, it turned out to be a pretty decent tool on top of that. I mentioned to you in that video that I've got some 1.5 amp hour batteries. I have some 2 amp hour batteries. I didn't know that this was available now with a 4 amp hour battery, and they're using it on lawnmowers and big tools like the chainsaw to give you more runtime. So I started looking to see if I could find something for sale that happened to have those 4 amp hour batteries, and I found it. So what I found was this silly little lawnmower. Now this was posted on Facebook Marketplace, and I got in touch with the gal that had it for sale and inquired a little bit about it. And she said it's used but like new in the box. She had it posted for $150, but had since reduced the price to $100. Now what is this thing? It is a teeny weeny little lawnmower. It's a 14-inch wide blade. It does have a lawnmower blade. It's basically like a string trimmer. And but more importantly, what it has in it are 2 of the 4 amp batteries, 4 amp hour 20-volt batteries. So here you can see this one on top is a 1.5 amp, and look at how much larger that is, but they fit the exact same chargers, the exact same tools. Still 20 volts, but giving more runtime. It also came with not only 2 batteries, but the dual charger. That charger alone sells for almost $100. The batteries sell for almost $100 each. So at $100, I was getting this tool for about 1/3 of the price that it would cost me new, and it's like new. So I'm communicating with the seller when I suddenly realize, wait a second, further down, they've listed another one of these Worx mowers, also reduced. And so I sent another message saying, do you have 2 of these, or did you just list this for sale twice? She said, no, I have 2. So now I'm intrigued. So I swing over to their house and come to find out that last October, they bought a pallet of return goods. They had been purchased through Amazon and then returned. I'm telling you, when you see this mower, if you don't have a connection with what 14 inches is, then I can imagine someone opening that thing up and going, oh my gosh, and returning it immediately. And so they told me in October they bought 11 of these mowers, and they were down to their last 2. She said she'd like to have her garage back. And so I said, well, why don't we make a deal? Tell me what you'd take for both of them. So if you look back here, there's one of them already out of the box. Yeah, I bought both of these silly little mowers, getting myself 4 batteries, 2 of the dual chargers, and 2 of these mowers, one of which maybe we might use. We have a riding mower, but there are places under our deck and under some trees and things where a little mower like this could come in handy. I just said, what would you take for both? And she said $150. So I guess I'm just suggesting to you that regardless of which of these systems you get married to, whether it's Ryobi or Makita or Milwaukee or DeWalt, you name it, keep an eye out for the local listings on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. You do want to sort out any of the distance ones because you really don't know whether they're even going to sell you and ship you the product, and you're going to pay shipping on top of the cost. You can sort them on Facebook Marketplace for just the local products. You want to see this silly little mower work? Let's go outside. Yeah, it's teeny as could be. It's actually quite cute. Look at this. It's got. Anyway, there you can see it's got a mower blade on the bottom, and it can be used with a catcher bag, or you can disable that and they'll discharge. What else is there to say? Make it a great day.